Hi there, this is Ioannis. I work for Carwow, I'm a data engineer there, and today I'm going to be talking about our current data stack, some of the challenges we've had in the past, and our approach to tackle this, as well as our implementation. This is the agenda. I'm going to start about Carwow, and I'm going to talk about what is Carwow for the people that don't know. Carwow is a car buying platform that enables people to compare cars, get recommendations, and connect with high quality dealers. Anybody can come to our website and configure a car using our configurator. And what we do is that we take that information, we process it, and we send back 5 offers based on our algorithm, and based on basically location, quality, and price. And people can compare these offers, contact the dealers directly, and choose the car to buy. They can also look at our review pages or watch our YouTube videos about reviewing cars and so on. So how we use our data. Of course, the goal is to turn raw data into meaningful data sets. We take all user interaction and we process that, and that is page visits, clicks, views, configurations, anything that can help us spot trends and derive insights. We also do A/B testing before releasing new features in our website or mobile. We measure performance. We have our KPI trackers. We're optimizing marketing spend on a daily basis, and we're optimizing our CRM and email strategies using all this data and looking at click-through rates and views. These are some of the problems we used to have in the past, and these were resource-intensive, slow syncs. We had costly and time-consuming ETLs. Sometimes it took up to 12 hours to synchronize data from Postgres to Redshift. We did a lot of manual reruns, and we did a lot of firefighting, consuming a lot of our time. What we've decided to do is that we've decided to go with a modern data stack approach, and that is having a powerful and flexible cloud warehouse. Of course, software as a service provides more flexibility and volume, and having massive parallel processing is also really good in a competitive environment that we are. We're making sure that our pipelines are robust and reliable. We're also moving towards ELT instead of ETL, and that is moving the transformation layer into the warehouse. We also wanted to have analytics-ready data, democratized data, and cost-efficient processes. We came up with this solution, having Fivetran in combination with Snowflake in place, using a data pipeline solution along with cloud warehouse provides a modular, robust solution to our data needs. So we've implemented it, and these are some of the advantages that we've had with Snowflake in comparison to Redshift that we used in the past. Of course, if you want to speed up querying in Redshift, you have to do indexing and using distribution and sort keys. In the past, we used to have compute and storage were tied together in Redshift. Something that is separate, and they can be managed differently individually in Snowflake. There was no user interface. Now with Snowflake, we have a cheaper, scalable, and manageable solution. We have materialized views, which also helps us to go towards the extract, transform, load, and transform instead of transform and load, where the materialized view, it could be a query that transforms the data within the warehouse without having to do any ETLs before that. Of course, there's better JSON support. You can natively query JSON with Snowflake, and there's a very cool and easy to use web user interface. With Fivetran, we import data from various different sources, and that is Heroku. We have a lot of AdWords connectors. We use Postgres, Kafka, Tabula, Facebook, and we've calculated that approximately we've freed up 30 to 50% of our data scientists' time previously spent on writing ETLs or maintaining these. We now have a lot more reliable and parallel syncs, and literally there's no debugging and no maintenance to this. As in the past, we would have to upgrade and maintain our code based on the API changes or the new versions of API coming out. Now, Fivetran takes care of all of that, and all you need to do is set up a connector for each of the sources. That takes about 2 minutes, and just running a historical sync will just take a few hours, so everything just becomes a lot more simpler. Just to give you some perspective, this is some of the volumes that we've had currently. We've got 70 Fivetran connectors that feed around 370 Snowflake tables, and that is around 8 billion rows of data. Now, of course, 70 connectors, if we were to use Airflow or any other solution like this, we would have to create 70 different tasks. This is an Airflow automation, and it's also called a DAG. And each task would require, of course, coding and maintenance. And to be able to have 70 connectors in a different module without having to write all this code and maintain and not having all of these dependencies, it just helped us a lot to derive insights faster and take decisions. So what is the actual cost of using Fivetran? This is a monthly breakdown from Snowflake. In Snowflake, what you need is the underlying resources that could be in AWS, and then you create virtual warehouses that are independent. So in this case, we have a small virtual warehouse called for Fivetran, and as you can see, the usage is pretty steady throughout the month, which makes it easier to monitor and set up alerting if needed. But also, you can see that it only takes the smaller chunk of our monthly spend. It only takes 7% of our costs, whereas Airflow takes around 30% and data around 15%, and that also could fluctuate up or down, whereas Fivetran is more steady. What was the impact for our company? So we managed to analyze buying behavior faster. Of course, we're looking at configurations, and we're always interested into trends and what people configure mostly. That's on a daily basis. We've managed to build a KPI tracker that's daily, and it's more reliable. There's no downtime nowadays. We're able to track our performance, and we're able to spot issues or problems in our campaigns or in our activations or any other features that we release. We also do A/B testing, and now with Fivetran we're able to derive this information faster and compare the conversion, the cumulative conversion of each feature a lot faster, like using this in-house app that we've built. The cutting costs by using Fivetran is around 30% less than before. And of course, looking at the challenge that we've had to lower the cost, making things more efficient and more reliable, it seems that we've achieved that. But of course, we're going to continue to work on this and make things a lot better and a lot faster. And that's all. Thank you very much.